Hi, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another COVID-19 lockdown workout and talk session. Can I tell you guys, I got up this morning and I did my workout. I did 30 minutes of resistance training this morning. So sorry I'm not able to join you live now with the workout, but hey, what I'm going to be doing, as I have been doing, is posting the workout on YouTube. So make sure, guys, that you head on over and hit me up on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will, of course, find some quote unquote interesting videos there. A few videos of me singing. And, I have some old videos that go way back to maybe about 10 years ago, approximately, when I was singing in Jamaica and all of that. You could go check them out. So, of course, it's Tmrw Hilton Music, just like my page here. Make sure you go and follow me or subscribe to my channel there. All right, so welcome guys to another session. And of course, these videos will be posted also on YouTube. So you can always go back there and listen and share, and let's just build this community, guys. All right, so how is everybody today? How are you doing? I'm really hoping that everybody is doing well. If you are here with me, just drop a note. Hey, Omar. Yes, the thing turn up, right? I told you guys that I was gonna work on some on improving the whole presentation for this live in the morning. So yeah, so this is one way that I've really gone forward in ensuring that there is some upgrade and some improvement. So you have to level up. So you have to step up your thing, people. You can't depend on the same level every day, right? And you just have to do whatever you have to do for, to make sure to make sure that everything all right. Omar, I just love you. So Omar, but Tamara Hilton, you think yes, it's the first missing the stock show start. Yes. So listen, man. Click on the share button, guys. Omar, make sure you share the live, share it on your page, invite your friends, and remember, so you have to connect me with Chris Gale. Yeah. You need to connect me with Chris Gale, yes. But anyway, guys, it's another beautiful morning. And why my AC feel like say it give me a cool air. Hold on there. Make sure say it. Why it feels so hot though? I can have it on from morning and it still feel hot. I will turn it on back and see what's going. Like it feels hot, yeah. So yes, guys. So Omar, we have to turn up the thing, we have to turn up the thing. So people, as you come in, I want for you to follow my friend Omar Gale too. He has a car mart over there in Spanish Town, Jamaica, of course. And if you want cars to rent, if you want cars to purchase, whatever it is, you can hit him up. And of course, you get the best on the market in Jamaica, like the latest. Me tell Chris Gale about you the other day. Listen, you need to connect me. Like do one something there on WhatsApp, 2-way or 3-way call, so that I can meet the boss. Yeah, meet the real big man. So come on in, everybody. Click on the him say you must pray for, for him. Easy, but pray for him. So guys, click the share button. Let us build an audience. So today, guys, we're talking about red flags. Red flags. Men. And I'm talking to the men today, guys, because you know what? Oftentimes, women will say, listen, I don't want that demanded because that demanded this and that demanded that, or this man is whatever. And the man this, and that's a red flag. And I don't want that man because yes. But you know what? I hardly ever hear men saying they are looking for red flags in women. And guess what? A lot of women out there, guys, there are red flags that you need to be aware of before you go get entangled with them, right? Before you go tie up yourself to some women, make sure that you know the red flags. And that is what, guys, we are going to be looking at. That is what we are going to be exploring today. So if you are a man and you're listening to me right now, I want for you to tell me, what are the red flags that you look for in a woman? What do you look out for in a woman, right? Do you just pick up a woman because, all right, she pretty, her body sexy, she have a good job and all of them things? What do you look for? What are your expectations as men? What do you want in a woman? And I want to hear from the guys today. And Omar said all the red flags we find in a my wife till the color change to black and white. Me can't manage, you know. Hey, Omar, you know, so you need to talk to me off here. You need to talk to me off here, because I need to know what a guan, yes, sir, yeah? I need to know what a guan. So, yeah. So, what are the red flags, guys, that men should look for in a woman? What are the red flags? Red flags, the big old red flag them, what you need to look for in women, right? As I said, guys, not all women are perfect. Good. And really, I'm not saying that as a man you should look for perfection, but at the end of the day, guys, we want you to have expectations too, right? You don't just want a vagina, you want a little bit more than that. Not true, right? You want the woman to bring something to the table. And a lot of women, they go into relationships expecting a lot from men, but they are not expecting that men are to expect anything from them, right? And they come with their own baggage. They come with their problems and them ton load of in Jamaica them say roaches, yeah, right? And them expect, okay, the man is to accept me just as I am, right? Just as I am, them say without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me under Jesus Christ. Yeah. So end of the day, guys, what are the red flags that we look for? So so let's build an audience, guys. Let's share the video. Click on the share link, share the video, share the video, share the video, guys. Share, make sure you share the video to your different pages. Invite a friend to be a part of the discussion, so that of course we can tell me the red flags. Because you know what, there are a lot of men, they go into relationships with women, and then at the end of the day you hear them say, boy, if me didn't know say so she done, if me didn't know this woman come with all sort of something, and if I'd known she was like that, I would not have gotten involved with her, right? And again, as I said, we always try to paint men in the bad light, and we always say the men are bad and the men are terrible. And when you look at most relationship coach, what they do is they tell the women what to look for in men and the red flags they should look for in men. But you hardly ever find anybody coming out and saying, these are the red flags that men should look for in women, right? And so all right, Christopher, all right, these are the red flags that men should look for in women. So we want to know, we want to hear from you guys, what are some of the red flags that you should look for in the women? Now these days some women don't want to share responsibility. You never see them, you never see them money, my God. So some women, that's one of the red flags you look for, Homar. Marriages are not for Black people. What do you mean by that? Homar, what do you mean by marriage is not for Black people? Of course, anybody can get married. Anybody can get married. So I see where Homar is sharing that one of the red flags that you need to look for is how willing is this woman to share with you. Some women are willing to share. Them don't want to share nothing, right? It's their money and their money alone. And I said it yesterday, guys. You shouldn't be in a relationship with anybody at all, and one person is suffering and the other person is doing better, and nobody is giving any form of support, that is actually a toxic. We established that yesterday. That's a toxic relationship, right? So if you are there, nobody is giving support, right? There's no cohesiveness. There's some level of toxicity there. So you have to be mindful of that. So I'm going to pull up my notes in a minute, and we're going to look at the suggested red flags that you are to look for in women. So listen, if you know a brother, if you know a friend, invite them to come in this. The biggest red flag, Chris, oh my God, the biggest red flag is the phone card beggar. My God, people have big credit same way. Listen, people may hardly use credit. But now I tell you no lie. I hardly put credit on my phone. You know why? Because I don't need to call anybody. I don't call business places. And most persons that I actually talk with, they have WhatsApp. I have Wi-Fi at home, and I just talk to people on WhatsApp. So really and truly, do you even need to beg credit? People still beg credit. Lord have mercy. Me can't tell when last minute. I don't know people still beg credit. Like I didn't know that, right? So yeah, me never know some people still beg credit. Lord have mercy. You could have did fool me. I never know that at all. Say credit still a beg. And look at that. People really still beg credit for what? Right? Why you say that, bro? I'll tell you in the next. Is that the marriages are not for black people? I'm guessing that's the point you're on there. Yeah. So let me jump over to my notes, guys. Let me jump over to my notes. Right. Red flags, and I'm going to tell you what is red flag number one that men you need to look for in these women. Red flag number one. Red flag number one. And guys, share the page, share the link, share the link, right? Red flag number one. And guys, don't be blinded by love, right? You're right about that. Her deco, tell me, what am I right about? Is it the black, which one? The black people should not marry, should get married? Is that it? All right, so let us look now at red flag number one. Number one, she is a proclaimed drama queen. Drama queen. Guys, that is a red flag, right? Beware, men of women who are drama queens, right? So they don't only proclaim themselves to be drama queen, but they actually act the role, right? They are quite emotional. They wear their hearts on their sleeve, and it's always about the drama, right? And they it's always about the drama, guys, right? And of course, you know, they get involved in different arguments with different people, and they always have to make a big scene, a big show, and all of those things. So be careful, guys. Be careful. They're often impulsive and demand to be the center of attention at all times, guys. You need to be aware of drama queens. That's the first red flag you need to look for in women. If they are proclaimed drama queens, you need to beware. If all they want is to always be the center of attention, and they're always emotional and creating scenes and going on, then you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of that. All right? Beware of that. Good. Now, listen to this, men. Drama queens can be very alluring and attractive in the beginning of the relationship because of their seemingly outgoing and often seductive personalities. But This gets old after a while, right? And the constant drama in the relationship is gonna make you miserable. So beware, guys, of the drama queens. Beware of them. That's the first red flag. That's the first red flag. The next red flag that you need to look for, guys, it's women where all of their friends, you can't take them. You can't stand them friend because them friend is of no character, is of no integrity, right? Them friend really, you hear them say, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Yes, you have to be aware of those women who have the whole heap of girlfriend, this whole bag of friend, this whole bag of friend, the whole, and you just can't stand them. Beware of those women. You have to beware. That's another red flag. Them have them posse, right? And them posse always a create drama too. And them posse always a make trouble in the community and that sort of thing. And you just can't deal with them. As they say, birds of a feather flock together. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Look at the company that the woman keeps. And based on that, you have to be aware of that also. That could be a red flag, guys, for you. Look at the company that the woman is keeping, right? So you have to be careful, be careful of the women who have the whole bag of friend them and them friend always I don't even know this, guys, because I've never been a woman who has a lot of girlfriends. Like I'll have a one best friend or a few friends, but this whole heap of woman friend and all of everybody I go out a party and and that. No, I'm not like that. I'm really not like that. So yeah, beware. I'm not saying that I may not have red flags that you have to look out for too, but that's definitely not my thing. Good. So beware of that, guys. Beware of that. Good. Next, and I think this is a red flag even for men to women that you have to look out for. If she's always saying that all her exes are jerks, so the exes, she have an issue, and you have to beware also of men who says that all their exes are jerks. Right? Because if they complain about everybody, you have to look and say, but okay, all right, so you are the constant factor in this whole issue, right? So it can't be that everybody that you have been with, they're terrible, right? So if the woman says that, so the baby father was terrible, the second baby father or the third boyfriend and everybody that she's been with, if they're terrible, it can't be that all your relationships them bad. It's something must did work out. So and she's complaining about them, then that's something that you have to be aware of, guys. Hey William, how are you? Welcome. So I want to hear from you guys. So drop something in the chat and let me know, what are the red flags that you look out for in women before you date them or when you meet them? What are some red flags? What do you look for? What are some, hey, take a break, stop right there, that you have to look for in women when you meet them? What are they? So I want to hear from you guys. So definitely, guys, if she says all her exes are jerks, then you need to be aware of that. Be aware of that. So there's a possibility that every man she has ever dated was indeed a jerk. If that's the case, what does that say about her judgment, right? And what is it about her personality that draws her to losers? Good. And that also means that you're probably a jerk too, as people tend to follow the same scripts and patterns across relationships. All right. So you need to be aware of that. So let me see this now. So if she's always saying that, okay, it was never my fault that the relationship ended, or I didn't contribute anything to make the relationship bad, you have to be aware of that, guys, because end of the day, it takes two to tango. You need two hands to clap. You need two pot cover for make noise. So if she's saying that, hey, the man did everything wrong and he did this and he did that, but I didn't do anything. And I tell you this, guys, I say it every time. It doesn't matter how bad a relationship may have been, both parties would have contributed to the relationship not working, right? Somebody did something, the other person did something. I'm not saying sometimes one person is to be blamed more because maybe that person did more than the other person, but I don't know, possibility lies, right? That both parties contributed. And I'm sweating, like the AC is on and I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm sweating. Let me see if I can change the mode. Turn it off. Why is it not cooling? Yeah, maybe because I'm sitting on this side. Good. So yeah, so both parties would have contributed, guys, to the relationship not working. So you have to be mindful of those people who are always complaining, men, that the person that they were with, terrible. All right. Next. And I want for you to tell me what this is because it's the first time I'm coming across this. She's a flake. She's a flake. What does that mean? When somebody flakes on you, they don't follow through on their commitments. Good. So if she's always flaking other people, she's gonna flake you too. So you have to be mindful of that. So you look at how she treats other people. So she make commitments and she don't follow through with them. She commits herself to do to help somebody or to share something with somebody, and she doesn't do it. And she may go back and say, you know, what I'm think, you know, that sort of thing. I am so and so and so, right? So if she doesn't follow through, that's a red flag, right? So you have to ensure that she's not a flaker, right? So if she's a flaker, guys, that's something to be aware of. Hey, Leon, how are you? I don't ask about your past. I watch carefully your actions, and those cannot be fake. True, Leon. So true, right? So some people, they're into asking person about what have you done? You know, who were you with? And so on, right? So action speaks louder than words. You have to look at the person's action. You look at how they treat other people. And the next point and the next red flag, guys, that we're looking for in women, men, look at how she treats others when you go out with her. So let's say you are at the restaurant. There's a waiter. Your waiter is serving you. How does she treat the waiter, right? Does she treat this person with respect and courtesy? If she doesn't, that's a red flag, right? Because I tell you this, people, your character is not based on how you treat somebody that is in a high standing position. It is based on how you treat the man on the street. How do you treat even the madman, the beggar? Good. Do you disrespect them? Do you show disregard for them? Good. You may not have money all the time, but nothing is wrong to drop $1 or $2 in the hand of a man begging on the street. If you're kicking at them and you're spitting at them and that sort of thing, then that's terrible, right? So you have to be mindful of how they treat people on the street. That could be a red flag, guys. You have to look at how they treat other people. Good. And I guess it goes also even for women. How does the man treat the people on the street? How do they treat the waiter, right? So of course, let me see now. Psychologists have found that the way an individual treats strangers is often an indication of that person's empathy, social conscience, and maturity of moral thinking. The same attributes that marriage and relationship researchers have found to be essential for healthy relationships. So yeah. Hey Larry, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Morning, Jason. So guys, I see I have a lot of men commenting. So all the women them gone this morning. So the man them there with me. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you guys. I want to hear from you guys. What are the red flags that you look out for when you meet a woman? right? What are the red flags that you look out for in women? And as I said earlier, most times women talk about red flags that they look for in men, but we never get the men talking about the red flags that they look out for in women. And I can tell you this, women are not perfect. We come with a lot of flaws. And yes, we have red flags too. And you need to look out for the red flags, men, right? Men are not always responsible for relationships not working, even though it's the men that gets the most beatings from relationships not working, right? So women have red flags, so you have to look out for those red flags too. Good. So we talk about, how she treats strangers. The next thing too is that she expects to be treated like a princess. Now, men, let me tell you something. Women are of the impression that we are the prize, the prize. I want to change that from a definite to an indefinite. Women are, when you meet a woman, she is a prize. Right? Not the. She's not the ultimate. Because you know what? End of the day, guys, there are plenty good women out there who could actually be a prize for you. Good. So when you meet a woman and she behave as though she is the ultimate, she is the only good woman out there that you can get, and you this is the best thing that could ever happen to you, right? And look at you, you get a woman like me, right? I am the prize. No, because you know what, men, you are the prize also. You are very much the prize also. And you need to have that confidence, or you are a prize. There are many women who could get you. Good women, right? So guys, I'm saying this to you to let you know, if a woman comes into your life and she behaves that she must be treated like a princess, but she doesn't treat you like a prince, that is an issue. That is a problem. So she wants all the good treatment, but she's not giving you the respect and the love that you need, and she feels like she's entitled to something, right? She's entitled to your money. She's entitled to you doing this and you doing that for her. Then that definitely is a red flag that you need to look out for. So when one person comes into a relationship with a sense of entitlement and expectation that his or her needs should always come before the other person's, resentment, contempt, and anger, those are usually the result. So over time, guys, it may look cute, when you first meet the woman, it may look cute, like, oh wow, I meet a nice girl, right? But if she's always behaving that, listen, I'm entitled to this, good, and you are to give me this, and you are to treat me that way, and they have very high expectations, good, and it's not being reciprocated, you start to resent the person. You start to resent the person. Good. And the excitement goes after a while. It goes after a while. Good. And you become angry. Like, who does she think she is? Like, she thinks she's better than me? No, she's not better than me. And I don't know, guys, if you have ever met women like that. I don't know. You let me know, guys, if you have met women who come into your lives and they behave that they are the cream of the crop, the cream of the top. I don't know, whatever, the cream of the crop, whatever they say, or the creme de la creme. Right? I tell my students, listen, I always tell my students that, listen, you are the creme de la creme. Yeah. So if they always behave that way, but they don't treat you as if you are also the creme de la creme, right? If you are also the best, then that's going to pose a problem in the relationship. And that's definitely, guys, a red flag that you need to look out for in these women. Look out for that red flag. All right. Next one. She's always arguing. She always argue with somebody. She's always arguing. Like, you all can't have a conversation without it turning into an argument. I mean, maybe you guys are just not compatible, right? But if there's always arguing, guys, she's always arguing and always, creating conflicts and so on, that's a red flag that you need to look for. That's a red flag, guys. I'm not saying that you're not going to have conflicts, you're not going to have disagreements. I'm not saying that, things may not go like you want them to go. But end of the day, if there's constant arguing and constant bickering, and she's always nagging and always fussing, and she's not content, that's a red flag. That's a red flag, guys, that you need to look out for in the woman or the woman that you meet or the woman that you are dating. You need to look out for that, right? Now, researchers have found that for a relationship to be happy, the ratio of positive to negative interaction needs to be 5-1. Good. So if your ratio is inverted, you're going to be miserable, right? So if it's 1-5, you're going to be miserable, right? And don't try to convince yourself that once you get more serious, things will be better, right? If things are already bad in the early stages of a relationship, you are in big trouble. So if you just meet this person and always arguing, that's problem. That's problem. That's problem plus stats. You don't want to be with anybody that you're constantly arguing with. Like, that's crazy. You can't see eye to eye. You can't agree on anything. You can't agree to disagree. So if a woman is always arguing with you, that is something to be concerned about. Men, that's a red flag. All right, that's a red flag. All right, so you need to look out for that. You need to look out for that. Next thing, you know that men like to spend time with their friends, and men like to go out. They want to hang out with their domino partners, or they want to kick ball, or they want to just go chill with them brethren. Not true. When football season and Arsenal and Manchester and all of them team they play up, they want to chill with their brethren, right? And have two juice and them things. But if the woman is always upset about you doing that, we're not saying you must overdo it now, men. Because I know someone will love to overdo it, right? But if the woman is always upset or angry with you, hey, Alma, how are you? How are you doing, honey? Great to have you here. If the woman is always angry and upset that you are hanging out with your friends, whether it's at church, sometimes even those are you, hey, Chris, morning, welcome, right? Sometimes at church, guys, for those of you who are church men, you have people at church that you interact with, you have friends, you have, and if you're somebody like Chris, like you're a youth leader and so on, the young people, them will always be flocking you. They will always want to talk to you. If the woman rather always have a problem with that, that is a red flag. Chris, how you doing?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Look.
morning. Guys, look at the scenery. Oh my God.
For the gym.
Y'all need to move to Provo. Y'all need and guess what, guys? We have mostly only about 15 cases of coronavirus here. We're basically coronavirus free. So you need to move to Turks and Caicos. Look at me doing free advertisement for the Department of Tourism here. Come to Turks and Caicos and bask in our turquoise water, right? And eat our food and
TCI's
delicious gropers or groupers. Oh my God, right? So yeah.
They're trying to get a job with the tourist board, I can tell.
I'm trying to get a job with the tourist board. I think I'm in the wrong profession. But done with teaching. But can't bother with teaching no more. So yes. So we're looking today, Chris, at the red flags that we need to look for in women. What are the red flags that we need to look for in women? What are they? And we know men that you look for the red flags. You look for them. And some of you men, You see the red flags, but guess what? Because yes, Miss Novlet, I can't wait for you to get here. I can't wait. I will give you my room so you don't have to pay. Well, if you want to be at a hotel, that's fine. But if you want to come, I'll give you my room. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Listen, so some of you men, when you see the nice girls, them because them pretty, like her money, skin clean, our skin look like coloring book according to Vibes Cartel, right? Our skin clean like a whistle. No, no, hear what I'm saying. Our skin clean like Jesus record. That's how what them say. That's how what the men them say. Skin clean like Jesus record.
That's
The
police
police
record.
record. Yeah, skin clean like Jesus police record. So them no bother to check out the red flag. So once a woman look good, she have her
No
nice long hair
blemish.
down her back, up, turn up and all of them things there. Then on good to go. Now look for no red flag and then on get involved with this woman and on like life turn into living hell. What are the red flags? So yeah, Chris, let me hear from you.
Good morning, everybody. What should we look for? Thank God I don't need to look anymore.
Yes, I stop look. Oh my
because
God, Chris, stop look.
because it long time, 18 years now. I
What?
look for the
That's
flags.
how long you been married?
Huh?
That's how long you been married? Man,
Yeah, 18 years no Maisie put
you're
up with
almost
me.
a granddad in this thing, man.
A couple months shy of 18 years, but 2.5 months, south 18 years.
Mm. Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's beautiful.
So
Mm.
we give God thanks. So I kind of passed that way. But you know what? 18 years ago and today is kind of two different era, you know that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And some of the things that you would look for then, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you probably well, you would be looking for now. You probably wouldn't even be so looking for it then because times has changed
Yes.
significantly.
Yes. Mm.
It has changed tremendously. Everything, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about COVID. I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about life in general and how
In
people
general.
operate and
Mm-hmm.
how
Mm-hmm.
people do things and how people the whole demeanor has
Right.
changed.
Right.
So
Right.
I mean, I think if you look back then, back in my day,
Mm-hmm.
against today,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I look for, period, and
Mm-hmm.
I typed that earlier. The first
Mm-hmm.
thing, if I'm dating somebody, um, I mean, and it doesn't mean that you're mean, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
after the second or third encounter, babe, you can send me a phone card. I have a problem with that.
Wow. Wow. Mm. Mm.
I have a serious
Wow.
problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
What you want to call you, Chris?
Mhm.
What if she want to call you?
Okay, let me call
How
her,
she gonna
and
call
then
you? How you guys gonna communicate?
let me call her, and then realize she
Mm-hmm.
call me. Why you didn't? I know you don't call me, and then
Mm-hmm.
she can. But there's some people purposefully. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Some young ladies today,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't find that back in the day. But today,
Mm-hmm.
maybe because back in the day you didn't have so many cell phones. Because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people have had phone and no credit, and that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I do. I
Mm.
always said,
Hot phone, I know
I always
credit.
said
That's
to
why
them,
I'm stick to my Samsung.
I always said to them, sell the phone and buy credit because it's much
I
cheaper
know,
to
right? Exactly. Yeah.
sell the phone. But I mean, it speaks to your character though. If
Mm-hmm.
after the
Mm-hmm.
second or third encounter, or you're texting them and oh, please send me credit or buy me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
kind of have a problem with that. Personally, I have a
Right.
problem. I
Mm-hmm.
let me realize that hey, guess what? Your phone need to be tapped up because we are
Mm-hmm.
talking and
Mm-hmm.
I understand that we spend a lot of time on the phone and
Right.
sometimes you call me
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be the
Right.
one to instigate and to call me or send me about please call me. I think that's a
Yes.
little bit my
Mm-hmm.
wife
Mm-hmm.
for 18 years I've never sent me a please call me.
What?
Never.
What?
Never. Never.
My God.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
My wife has never sent me a please call me. Has never
Wow.
sent
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And the thing is this, I always tap up her phone. I tap her
Right.
phone up
Right.
my daughter. But
Mm-hmm.
she has
Mm-hmm.
never asked,
But
hey Chris,
but
can
you
you
not need. But Chris, let me tell you something. You are the kind of man. who will initiate these things. There are some men who will never do that
But
unless
if
you
you,
ask them. And that is why I tell you, we can't take the mean man them. Like, we can't take them. We're allergic to them, right?
but but
A
but
woman
flip the
shouldn't
script.
have to ask a man for something. I think if you're dating a woman, you should don't let the woman ask you for anything, right?
But flip the
You
script,
should
Tommy.
initiate certain things as a man. When it
Flip the
comes down
script.
to money and that sort of thing, don't let the woman be in a position to ask you. That's what I think, Chris. That's what I think, right?
Flip the script. If you find out that you're in that type of relationship, we talk about the
Mm-hmm.
opposite yesterday. Then obviously
Mm-hmm.
that is a red flag. If you always have to be asking, asking,
Mm-hmm.
asking,
Mm-hmm.
the necessities of life, the things that
Mm-hmm.
everyone
Mm-hmm.
can, I don't believe that you should have to tell a man that listen, you
Yeah,
need
break up,
this.
Chris.
That's a part of life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened because I moved to the
Like that, man said so.
I noticed the
It's
other phone is
and it
gone.
was doing so well yesterday. It went so well yesterday.
Yes, we had no interruption.
Yeah.
No interrupt. That's why I came outside. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean there's some so if because you know what? If that woman who just meets you and you're just courting or going
Mm-hmm.
through the feet and she start to
Mm-hmm.
beg your card, she's gonna beg everybody else a phone card.
She go beg everybody else. Exactly. Exactly.
So
Eh,
it tells me something about you.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
I personally no, I'm not in for that type of person who is going
Mm-hmm.
to be
Mm-hmm.
going around
Mm-hmm.
begging, begging.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you keep begging, begging, somebody's begging you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody's
Exactly.
gonna ask,
We
what
say
is it?
beg for beg.
And it's true.
It's gotta be beg for beg. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Some
Wow.
feel, some
Wow.
females, some females feel that they don't need to bring anything to a relationship.
Yeah.
But sex,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but just the cookie jar and that's it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. And I can tell you the cookie jar ever got empty one day. Like, it will run out, people.
Exactly.
Right? You
Exactly.
can't keep up with the cookie jar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So one of
Mm-mm.
my red flag. Is this person about today or this person talk about
Mm.
5 years from now? Yeah?
Right,
What
right.
ambition is that person? What is it that they
Mm-hmm.
want to do in life? That's one of
Mm-hmm.
my.
Mm-hmm.
If this person is only talking about ear and
Mm-hmm.
oh, I need to go do my nails and that's all fine.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I believe.
Right, right.
Guess what? My wife
Mm-hmm.
must be the prettiest woman on the face of the
Mm-hmm.
earth. That's
Mm-hmm.
me. But
Mm-hmm.
if that's what she's focused on, and
Mm-hmm.
every time she see what flash across the TV screen, say she a new
Mm-hmm.
shoe. She said,
Mm-hmm.
babes, and you know I need that shoes. That's a red flag. It
Mm-hmm.
tells you
Mm-hmm.
that this woman is not really progressive. This woman
Right.
is about to know. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
she can't see beyond no. She can't see beyond what
Mm-hmm.
is in front of her. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
serious red flag for me because
Mm-hmm.
I have to think about when I retire. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to retire with somebody who we are
Mm-hmm.
going to be there for each other.
Right.
Whatever state we retire in, we can still live
Mm-hmm.
together, still live
Mm-hmm.
the last days of our lives.
Right.
A red
Mm.
flag that I look for. So again, how you relate, how much you gravitate to people, always how you treat other people,
And we said
how,
that earlier. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how you treat other
Yeah.
people. Because if you treat other people bad,
Mm-hmm.
and don't tell me for the day of me that you don't know this guy, and all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden you're gonna treat me like a king.
Whoa. Whoa.
I don't
Whoa.
believe. If you always
Mm-mm.
treating bad, talking
Mm-hmm.
bad about people, talking down
Right.
people, if
Mm-hmm.
you are very aggressive, that's another thing. A person, I mean, and I know a person sometimes have anger issues, and that can be worked
Yes.
out based on
Right.
different experiences. But
Mm-hmm.
some people are just downright virego. For me,
Yes.
tomorrow,
That's the word.
yeah,
Variego.
yeah,
Exactly. My
I don't.
God.
For me,
Mm-mm.
I don't like a loud woman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like a woman that is just loud and just.
Yes.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
different personalities, but I'm talking about
Yes.
me because some person don't
Mm-hmm.
mind that. For me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
like a loud. For me, that's a red flag. That listen,
Yes.
because
Yes.
I when you disagree, for me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a person that I don't argue a lot. Yeah,
Right.
so I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
the one that. So if it
Mm-hmm.
is that I where you are that type of person that you carry everything,
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna run for my life
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
I'm gonna be like. And then you might think that I'm soft, and I'm not soft,
Right.
but that's
Right.
just not me. You
Mhm.
understand?
Mhm.
I'm not the
Mhm.
person that argue with people. I
Mhm.
make my point and I move on.
And that's it. Exactly. Exactly.
So
Mm.
some people are so many things.
Mhm.
Not a
Mhm.
red flag I look for. I look for somebody when you're in that dating process.
Mhm.
I want to know whether or not you're willing to cook me a nice meal.
Whew. Yeah. You.
I want to
But
know that.
Chris, but Chris,
And
them say if you're not the wife, you're not supposed to be doing wifely duties. So all you want for no want the woman to cook for you and not just dating.
no, I'm not talking about that initial. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about the dating process. And
Yeah.
because based on conversation, some woman will tell you straight up, me not cook no man nothing, me
Now
not
cook
cook
no
for
man
no man.
food. My God.
Me not cook no
Mm.
man food. Women are,
Mm.
and they tell you that is, oh God, they're cutting the lawn.
Mm.
What is it? They're cutting the,
Wow. Wow.
and they decide to cut this
Mm.
side first. They use
Mhm.
lawn.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.
viewers, I apologize.
Mhm.
Uh, let me try and move away.
But I
So,
just love the
now you,
scenery in your
I'm now in the
background
gym.
there. So beautiful. My
So now I'm
God.
in the gym that I
Mhm.
need to use.
You
So,
have gym and you not work out every day.
don't say that on
Somebody
here,
will
Jim. Don't say.
somebody tell me something if you jump on a plane and go to Provo and beat Chris. Eh? To use the
Huh?
gym that is right at his fingertips. My God.
That,
Mm,
look, Tommy, look. Look.
I see that.
See, I'm working.
I see. You're on
See, I'm working.
what you on a treadmill?
Everybody. Huh? This is like a
Chris
bike.
is crazy. Lord of mercy.
Right.
You're not
You know
easy.
what? I,
You know.
I went on this a couple weeks ago and I could walk.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's lockdown workout, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you're
Yes.
always working. No, I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know what? It, ladies, it is today. It's different from back in the day. A
Yes.
lot of
Yeah.
women just feel like, listen, all I need is to be pretty,
Mm.
have some pretty eyelashes,
Mister. Mm-hmm.
have some fingernails,
Yes.
nose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. And look, if you're always wearing those nails,
Mm-hmm.
personally, mm, then I'm gonna ask question. How do you? Mm, somebody's going to be upset with me this morning.
Chris,
Shouldn't have your nails so
look here.
nice.
Yeah, hold on. Like internet now pick up good in the gym. You have to go probably go back outside. Oh my word. But guys, listen, I see Navlet says the cookie will always be there. It just won't be sweet anymore. Like the flavor will change. So definitely the flavor will change for the cookie. So you can't believe that the cookie is enough to keep the man and all of those things. Oh my God. Wow. Mm. Wow.
I'm
Wow.
working it.
Mm-hmm.
My knees hurting though.
Oh my word. Chris, I don't know. You're gonna have to do something about
My
them
knee hurt.
knees, right?
Yeah.
So there's a point, Chris, a red flag that kind of tickle me a little bit. And is this one that says she has a bad relationship with her family. She has a bad relationship with her family. That's a red
Relationship with
flag.
her family.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is dependent on because you know what? Um,
Mm-hmm.
if it's everybody in the family, then I have a problem with that. There must be somebody in your
Right.
corner. You understand?
Right.
Because
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
Situations and circumstances can differ. Where for
Mm-hmm.
reason,
Mm-hmm.
some you might just be the one that excel above everybody else. And then
Right.
because you excel above everybody else, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Where some
Mm-hmm.
persons just feel like, hey, guess what? You become the enemy of the family because
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we all should be in the same boat. And you
Right.
decide to
Right.
walk out. So some family
Mm-hmm.
member might not agree with you and cause it causes chaos and problems. But there must be somebody in
Mm-hmm.
the family where sees the other side. And there must be that
Right.
type of
Right.
relationship. If you can't
Mm-hmm.
refer
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
anybody in your family that you have a good relationship with, then I
Mm-hmm.
believe something is wrong with that.
That
Understand?
is a problem.
Something is wrong with that.
Right.
But if it's every,
And even if there
yeah,
are
but sometimes you're
disagreements
gonna have
and yeah, sometimes you have disagreements and you deal with the disagreement and you move on. You understand? But if, for me, if it's constant, that is a problem. If it's constant, it's a
right.
problem for me. Yeah.
No resolution.
No,
I'm sorry,
exactly.
everybody. The guy's coming closer to me.
Wow.
He's coming closer to
Yeah.
me, and I
Hmm,
can't
hmm.
stop him. It's his job.
Right, right, right.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to move away.
So of course,
I'm
even
gonna move back.
so, some family can be very abusive and toxic too. So end of the day,
Yeah.
guys, even though that is something that you have to look out for, you have to look also at the nature of the family. Good, and what's
So while
the
you're listening, I
cause
can't hear.
of even disagreements
So you're
or the
listening for too long.
conflicts? Yeah.
So it's so green and beautiful it is here.
Mhm. Mhm. I can't believe that's Provo. I need to move to Provo, man. I need to move to
Told you.
Providenciales. Yeah. Like we don't have that kind of greenery here in Grand Turk. And that's natural
I'm moving away.
grass.
Try to go back to the apartment until they finish cutting.
That's
It is
natural
red
grass
grass.
there. Oh wow. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. So the next point is she's not flexible. She's not flexible, she's not adaptable. That's another red flag, guys, that you need to look for. She is not flexible, right? So marriages and relationship expect that you should have some amount of flexibility, the ability to go with the flow and adapt to changing circumstances. Because guys, you get married to somebody today, you are in a good job. I mean, look at what has happened even with this coronavirus. Some people have lost their jobs. Some people have had to deal with reduction in salary and that sort of thing, right? Some people, they have to stay at home and work and all sorts of things. You have to just readjust your lives based on what is happening now. Now, if you get involved with a woman, man, or men, and that woman is not flexible, right? She's not adaptable. She can't change and make adjustments. Then that is a red flag that you need to look out for in the woman also. Are you back with us, Chris? All right, he's frozen, right? So if she doesn't know how to roll with the punches, that's what they say. You must be able to roll with the punches and accept changes, right? Because relationships are dynamic, guys. Relationships, they're always evolving, always changing. And if the woman that you want to be with, you want to be with a woman that will be able to adapt to the changes, right? Will be able to make adjustments if necessary. What if you were living in a 5-bedroom house and you have to now move into a smaller apartment? Then you need to be able to make that adjustment. Even with having children and so on, changes will come about in the relationship. How does she handle these changes? These are things that you want to look for in the woman that you are with, how adaptable or how flexible she is. Right? Chris?
I am here.
All right. All right, so we look at adaptability. Um, the next one is, do you share the same core values, right? Or life goals? Some people them not gonna away with life. The only thing they care about is that at the end of the day, them have a plate of food, them have clothes to wear, and that's it. They have no goals. They don't see themselves being in a better position in life, improving themselves, just making life better. If you find yourself with a woman like that, guys, that is definitely a red flag. Definitely a red flag.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that is something that you have to look for. You have to look for, right? Growth mindset, goal oriented, right? If all this woman wants to do is get up and dress up every day, go party, hang out on the roadside with friends and that sort of thing, you definitely can't be with a woman like that. You can't be with a woman like that. So you have to make sure, guys, that you look, I mean, what are the potentials in this woman, right? Is it that she's not working because she can't get any job, or she's not working because she can't get any work? Listen, I know people who just say they're not working. All they want to do is to have a man to take care of them, and they just kick back. They don't go do a little course. And just yesterday, one of my past students hit me up. I remember when I was in Jamaica, she did the heart training course with me, and she messaged me yesterday. She said, Miss, I'm trying to do some subjects now so I can go and do a course in early childhood. I'm like, whoa, look at that. So a few years ago, she did her certification in housekeeping, and now she's looking forward to go do something else to improve herself, right? And I mean, those are the kind of women that you want to have in your lives, men. Women who are always doing things to improve themselves, right? They set goals and they work towards them and they achieve them, right? You have a woman like that, you know you have a keeper. You know definitely that you have a keeper, right? Chris,
Absolutely.
I think I can hear you. I think you're in a good place right there.
Okay. I know
Yeah.
I keep in and out, so that's the problem with being indoors. I go out to
Okay.
sleep. So I know it's okay now. Yeah.
All right.
Um listen, if it is that a woman, yeah, is not able to take themselves from, and I mean, because circumstances also, so I don't want to use a broad brush to paint everybody. But a woman should find themselves, if you find yourself in certain situation, because some people, for whatever reason, yeah, find themselves in a situation where, man, they probably didn't finish school, they got pregnant early.
Yes.
So many things could have happened along the way. But what do you do next? What do you do next? So you're in a relationship, and when you find yourself in that relationship, is it that you're just gonna sit down and produce more babies? You don't try to learn something. You don't try to move forward because because you're at the end of the road. That baby might be a blessing. That baby might be the only one you ever have. So give God thanks. But know that when you're in a relationship, bring something to the table. Okay, maybe you don't have the subjects as yet. And I said this the other day. When I met my wife had no subjects. Absolutely none.
Wow.
She had no subjects. Today she's far more educated than I am.
Wow.
Why? She had goals, she had aspirations. For whatever reason, yeah, she didn't it didn't work out for her then. But then she knew what she wanted. And one of the things that she's always going to school.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Even until today, she's always in school. So it tells you that this, so, and what that does for me, it pushes me to tell me that this, I need to keep up. I need to go to school. I need to be educated because you know what? My wife is always going forward. So, ladies, it's not just about you. It's also about the partner that you are going whatever you do. So if you just decide that I can stay home and cuss out everybody when I feel like I want to cuss out, and you can buy some flowers and chicken back and hang out, and you go to Bing and you go and hang out with the girls and you go to every pasta and because if that is your thing, I'm not telling you not to go to your pasta but when you go to your pasta and when you're going to your whatever Tuesday, make sure that at the end of the day there's something that you can come back home to. Because all of that is not going to last forever. You're home. And a collective, a woman who is in her head collective, you can think about your family. You have to think
Right.
about when you have a family, how is it that you want your family to thrive? What is it that you want to offer to your family? Yeah.
Right.
Some people are not going to be as educated as you, Tommy. But get all of us can use our hands and do something.
Right.
So
Exactly. Exactly.
yes, if you're even gonna be a domestic helper, be the best domestic helper there is.
Exact.
Yeah,
Thank you.
do the
Thank
best you
you.
can. If you're gonna sweep the street, then
Mm-hmm.
sweep the street to your best of your ability.
To the
Sweep it
best of
with
your
pride
ability.
and
Mm-hmm.
conviction,
Mm-hmm.
and do it knowing that listen, you're doing this for
Mm-hmm.
progress. It might not be
Right.
for you, but it might
Mm-hmm.
be for your children.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm.
understand? Because we find a
Wow.
lot of women make sacrifices and they do some
Mm-hmm.
menial job
Mm-hmm.
um, just to make sure that their kids get the best of life. And that's
Right.
fine. That's how you need to live.
Right.
But you have to
Mm-hmm.
do something. Don't just sit down
Mm-hmm.
and wait and to come and do something. No, that's for
Right.
me it's more than a red flag because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm-mm,
Wow.
no, do something.
Right. And you would be surprised, Chris. You know, sometimes you may see like a one woman progressing, but there are so many non-progressive women out there, women who just just sit down and wait for the man, or just waiting for men to come and help them. They sit and waiting for the knight in shining armor, they will say. But you can't sit and wait on that, because end of the day, guys, you want to make sure that you take care of yourselves, women, right? And listen, you see, just like how women get tired of worthless, lazy men, listen, men get tired of lazy, worthless women too. If you want, I mean, I hope I'm not using too strong of a word there. But men get tired of it too. Men get tired of women who are just coming into the relationship for what they can get, right? And they are not bringing anything to the table, right? And I always tell people that, listen, I'm not bringing anything to the table. I am the table. Me are the whole table, right? So end of the day, guys, you should bring something. You can't come with your long empty hands in a relationship, not willing and wanting to give anything to the relationship, just wanting to get, right? Them always, there's this song that says, some women are like ambulance, right? All they want is to, they just want everything, right? You can't want, and that's a red flag. That is definitely, guys, a red flag for men should look out for in women. If all they come and they just want everything, that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. And Chris said it earlier. If you have a woman, you meet a woman, and just this week, I see where some people were having a discussion on their page to say, well, is it okay for a woman to be asking a man for money 1 week after meeting the man, right? For me, that's definitely a no-no, right? But end of the day, too, men, if you expect that after 1 week you want to be sleeping with this woman, then expect that after 1 week you need to spend some money too, right? Because no woman wants to be sleeping with a man who is not giving them anything and who is not giving some kind of support at the end of the day. So if you're gonna have in that kind of relationship with a woman, then expect to
I
spend
I
some money,
can
right? So without the woman even having
I
to
can say
ask you anything, right? So that's all if the woman want and you want, then the two of you just have to go. I don't know. It's gonna turn out to be a barter system, and that's the reality. It's gonna turn out to be that money, yo. Exactly, Charlene. Yeah. So if you want sex from the woman is gonna want money from you, right? Because that's the mentality where a lot of people have. Okay, if I am giving, then I want something in return. No woman wants to know that, okay, I am lying with a man and I'm sleeping with a man, and I mean there's nothing to show, right? And for me, guys, I think, and this is how I view life. The woman shouldn't have to ask a man for something. Good. What happened to the days when men used to give women gifts, right? You're visiting a woman and you take something, right? Chocolate, flowers, like, a little gift. What happened to them days there? Have to be money, good. But you are dating a woman, then you give her gifts. Nothing is wrong with that. And the gift doesn't have to be lingeries and underwears and so on. Don't have to be that. But there are nice little gifts that you can give to a woman to show that you love and appreciate her. Like these men, they just expect that. Listen, right? But anyway, guys, red flags is what we're looking at. And we're looking at the red flags that men are to be looking for. Hey, Charlene, morning. Red flags that men should look for in women, right? So women, we're always looking out for the red flags in men. We want to know what are the red flags that men should look for in women. And we have looked at about 10 or so of them already. And the next one we're going to be looking at is a woman that is violent. If the woman is violent, guys, that's definitely a red flag. Like if she ready to take off her wig, she take off the wig, Chris, she take off the fingernail and put them down on ground, and she take off her clothes and she ready to fight, then
Jezebel.
if she
Jezebel.
cantankerous, right? If she cantankerous and violent, good, then that's definitely a red flag that then you need
That's
to
more than a red flag. That's a Jezebel.
that a Jezebel. Oh my God. She ready for fight. She ready for take off the wig. So you see back off the wig and say, come touch a button. Yeah? If you think you can come touch a button, right? Then that's definitely a
Tell
red
me, tell me,
flag.
oh, tell me about the noise in the background. It's very loud.
Not really. I could hear that it's here. It's there.
Okay. I can't see what the viewers are saying, because I don't have the other device.
Yeah. So, hey Camille, what's up? As Camille says, she begged to differ. Um, so, so yeah,
Hi,
my
Camille.
be defending the woman, right? So if you go out and you as a woman have to fight for the man or something like that, let's say something happened and you are ready to fight as a woman. I don't know. Something can only be a red flag if it goes against what's norm for you. Okay. All right. So if it's a case where it's normal for you to fight, then fight. So Chris, what are your thoughts on that? Camille says she differ on that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. And it says some
violent, a
can only
violent
be a red flag
woman.
if it does not, if it goes against what's norm for you. No, obviously, naturally, because if you accept something, it's not a red flag. It's not a red flag for you. But
Right, right.
for a normal relationship, though,
Mm-hmm,
a peaceful relationship, for a relationship that you want to thrive on, and be together in a couple of years, and for peace and harmony, and to rear a
mm-hmm,
family, then there are certain things that you're going to always be looking for. So
mm-hmm,
if you are going to see that in that case where somebody's going to take off the shoe and turn up the skirt and all of that,
mm-hmm.
it's something that's going to happen in the future. Because just
Right.
like, I don't want you to go out and embarrass me like that. Because, okay, yeah. But I don't want anybody to go out and embarrass me, because I'm not going to do that. I don't behave like that. So if I don't behave like that, I don't want to be with somebody who's going to behave in a manner
Mm-hmm,
that will make me uncomfortable when I'm in the public square. I want to
mm-hmm,
know that this person is going to be themselves, but then
mm-hmm,
being themselves is going to be able to represent me also. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Because like me, I consider myself as a very public person. I chat a
Right,
lot.
right.
I'm always
Mm-hmm,
so. I must have a wife that when I go out, I like to put my wife on a pedestal and say, "Look at my
mm-hmm,
pretty wife."
mm-hmm,
I like to do that. So
mm-hmm,
if she go up on that pedestal and do some, then it's going to be embarrassing.
mm-hmm.
So I have
Right,
to look for
right.
somebody who's going to
Mm-hmm,
be there, and yeah, even though being themselves, they're still going to represent you in that way, because a
mm-hmm,
man, every man wants somebody who can represent them.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, I
mm-hmm,
know that
mm-hmm,
for sure. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
when you're with your friends, one of the worst thing that could ever happen to you, if you're
mm-hmm,
with your friends and
mm-hmm,
you have a woman who start acting up in a strange manner,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
and it's
Mm.
embarrassing. No man likes that.
Right, right,
So
right,
you want somebody
right.
who's going to be there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have that type of woman who's going to take they might take a lessons and not your friend one day because your friend disagree with
What
you.
about being violent towards you? If she's
I,
violent
I
towards you, that is also something to be concerned
tell you
about,
that, yeah,
right?
absolutely,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
absolutely, most
Mm-hmm.
definitely,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. Camille says, in other
wow.
words, you are selective in choosing who you wish to spend
Mm-hmm.
your life with. Absolutely, you got to be selective. You
Mm-hmm.
got to,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
it's not everybody is going to be compatible. Yeah, for some
Right,
men it's
right.
okay. They're accustomed to
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, I have a friend. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
she has a sister. My
Mm-hmm.
friend is very a very industrious young lady. I mean, I like her a lot. I like her attitude, her
Mm-hmm.
vibe, her
Mm-hmm.
spirit. She's just
Mm-hmm.
that type of person that you want to be around. Very jovial, just
Mm-hmm.
that type of person. No, she has a
Mm-hmm.
sister. And just recently she was sharing with me. So I asked her for a sister and she said, no, she lives alone. I said, so
Mm-hmm.
why you don't have your sister to come and live with you? She
Mm-hmm.
says to me that her sister,
Amiel?
she invited her sister to come and live with her, but
Mm-hmm.
she can't live by her rules. Yeah. I know this young lady to be a very
No.
religious young lady. So I said to her that, listen, um, I, I I know you're a Christian and everything, but you
Mm-hmm.
can't be forcing your belief on your sister
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of a different scenario. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when I can do that as an outsider, when it's a family,
Mm-hmm.
it's a much tougher case to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
said and she said, no, that's not just it.
Mm-hmm.
What she said to me, they grew up in a way where um their mother
Mm-hmm.
would send them out
Mm-hmm.
to have relationship. And her
Wow.
mom was doing that from she was 12. And she
What?
decided, yes. And her sister that follows her, who is now, I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to say this because I don't want to get too close. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but no, the sister, who is now an adult also, she
Mm-hmm.
continues in that vein. And she said that lifestyle is not hers. No,
Mm-hmm.
she was in that situation, but she determined. And she said, no, I
Mm-hmm.
cannot continue to do this. So she pulled
Mm-hmm.
away. And that's why she lived
Mm-hmm.
by herself. Because,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, even until today, her mother will quarrel with
Mm-hmm.
her because she's not living with a man. But
Wow.
she decided that she wants
Wow.
to fix herself, to want to be the
Uh-huh.
best
Uh-huh.
person that she can be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So sometimes the relationship you have, the difference with her and her sister is that her sister still continues with that lifestyle. So she don't want anything to do with her. She
Mm-hmm.
don't want to live with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when she comes to her, she's gonna challenge her. So
Wow.
that sometimes can
Mm-hmm.
cause a woman who is not
Mm-hmm.
strong.
Mm-hmm.
Because now she's like the other sister is a woman now, but she lives a
Mm-hmm.
certain way that I
Right.
mean it's not normal. But
Mm-hmm.
that was
Mm-hmm.
because that seed was sown as a child, and from 12
Mm-hmm.
she's been
Mm-hmm.
put out to go and
Wow.
fend for herself
Mm.
and
Yeah.
bring the goods because
Mm-hmm.
So
Man.
sometimes we have
Wow. You see,
yeah.
oh, at them,
Sometimes
you
some
see,
women
oh,
have
some mothers wicked. My
yeah.
God. Can you put out your
So sometimes
12-year-old
some women are
child to
broken.
go to how can you do that?
Camille
Mm.
gone for us already. Bye, Camille. Have a great
Yeah,
day on.
she
Yeah,
made
but
some comments.
sometimes
Yeah. Thanks for your input,
sometimes
Camille.
some women are broken, just like broken men.
Yeah.
There are
Mm-hmm.
some women
Mm-hmm.
who are because obviously she's been doing it from 12. No,
Mm-hmm.
she's I think she says
Mm-hmm.
21 or 20. And that young
Mm-hmm.
woman is still doing road. She's doing road. And not thinking that doing road
Whoa.
at 21,
No, but
what
she
can
start,
become of her life.
but that's the lifestyle that she learned, Christopher. And and Camille made a point to say that some red flags can be worked out, but some people just don't know better. And you see, I love you too, honey. That some people just don't know better because that was what she learned, but it boils down to what you can
Mhm.
tolerate and what will break you, right? So two sisters, one decided to take, even though both of them were exposed to that lifestyle, the other one made a decision to say, this is what I want to do, right? And then the other one continued along that path. And for me, it really boils down to choice. It does boils, it boils
But you
down to
see,
choice.
people, it boils down to choice, but it also boils down that you surround yourself with also. Because in this case, I know both sisters very well. Well, I mean, I say very well. I know one very well. I know the other, the older one. She's my friend, and I know her
Right.
sister just. We had maybe once or twice that we don't know each other, but I can tell you, yeah, the sister that made a decision that listen, my life can't be like the people that
Right.
she's around. She writes a lot. No, I shouldn't be saying all this because then it might be narrowing down. But she's that type of person. She surrounds her pet self with people who can, people who are going. If she sees that taking her into that, hurry up and run from that. Yeah, she hurry up and run from. So I think that is important for the woman is that critical the people that you surround yourself with
Yes.
be able
Yes.
to must be able to tell you that listen, you know what, you can do this to go where you want to go. You can get
Right.
to it. Because my friend, I believe that having people around her that encourages her, even when she feels alone because she lives alone and she's by
Yeah.
herself all the time. But she had the support, she had support,
Right.
and that help her. Yeah, because
Right. Right.
talk, you know, with appreciative of a conversation because somebody's there in her corner. So
Right.
it doesn't matter to come from some situation where you should have a whole lot of red flag, but you can
Right.
change some of
Right.
those red flags.
You can change. You
If
can change. And I think Camille said it that some red flags are inherent. And it doesn't mean that you should avoid
it
dating
is.
and marrying those persons. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Now let's say I was in a relationship where the man wanted me to be contentious. That's definitely a red flag for the man. But if it was the other way around, where you, the woman, wanted to be contentious and always nagging and all of that sort of thing, then that's definitely a red flag in you as the
Man,
woman. Definitely a red flag.
Pablet, man, I don't understand that. I don't think I understand the
The
man.
man wanted her to be
What
contentious. Maybe the man wanted
what do you
her to be violent and be aggressive towards other people and that sort of thing. So he was pushing her in that direction. And there are some men who are like that. Some men, and listen, one of the red flags I look for in people, you see, Chris, and I think this is something that even men should look for in women. If people, let's say you were in a relationship and you meet this, you had a bad relationship, and you meet somebody, Chris, and they encourage you to continue to be aggressive towards your ex partner, that is definitely a red flag for me. Definitely. And then they want you to push certain negative energy towards your partner and so on. That's a red flag for me. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. Good. If they're not encouraging you to say, okay, come to some amicable agreement and, try and settle whatever you had with your ex, or they just always wanted to be at loggerheads with them and, you want to be fighting and all of those things. No, I can't deal with that. That is a red flag.
but you know
There are people
it's a
like
different
that.
topic, but a man that does that though is because he's insecure. He's afraid that if he wants to push you to always be at loggerheads with somebody who's your ex,
Mm-hmm.
it's just that he's
Mm-hmm.
not secure. So he feels
Mm-hmm.
like if both of you are always fighting and arguing, you will
Mm-hmm.
not be together. Because in his
Mm-hmm.
mind, he's thinking, hey, guess what? One day they will be back together and I'll be in the
Wow.
picture. So he wants to push you in that direction. That's good on the
Mm-hmm.
video on the explanation. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Mm. Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, the last red flag I want to look at, guys, before you go, is if a woman is stingy on appreciation, so she doesn't appreciate anything that you do. She never says, thank you, baby, or baby, I appreciate that you do that. That is definitely a red flag. That is
But you
definitely
know,
a red flag.
that that is circumstantial to me because you know
Uh-huh.
what? If you ask me, there are some people who, again, they grew up in a particular way, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they don't know how to say thank you.
Wow.
Sometimes you
Really?
pretty much have to, yeah, they don't know how to do it because you know what? They're accustomed
Wow.
to, and based on their socialization, and they
Mm-hmm.
see mom and daddy go out and cook food
Mm-hmm.
and eat and everybody drink and laugh
Mm-hmm.
and go to bed. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to show appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. I believe sometimes it's not that that person don't appreciate, but they don't know how to express it. Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to express
Mm-hmm.
themselves. They don't know how to say, "Baby, you know, I like that. You know, I thank you, man. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate." They don't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But what they will do
Wow.
sometimes you will see they do things, but they don't know how to say it. It's
Mm.
just like me. For a long time, I could not tell somebody I love them because I didn't know what that was like.
Wow.
So my own
Wow.
personal experience. Um, when my mother told me that she loved me, and I know she loved me.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about her abusive mother. My mother was
Mm-hmm.
never abusive in any way, shape, or
Right.
form. She gave the world
Mm-hmm.
for me, but she has
Mm-hmm.
never said, "Son, I love you." So I didn't know how to
Wow.
express that to
Mm-hmm.
somebody. My
Mm-hmm.
mother told me that she loved me when I was a big man, probably about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when she said,
Mm-hmm.
"Son, I love you," and she hugged me. That makes so much of a world. I've never heard that from my.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow. Mm-hmm.
because if you don't know how to do that, then
Mm-hmm.
I learned that I
Mm-hmm.
learned that, yeah, I tell my kids that all the time, but I didn't get
Yes.
that at home.
Mm-hmm.
I, but
Mm-hmm.
that's learned behavior. That's something that I pick up
Mm-hmm.
and learn from socializing, from going around, from
Mm-hmm.
experience, and from
Mm-hmm.
seeing how people relate to their kids and all of that. I
Mm-hmm.
learned that, but I never
Mm-hmm.
get that. Some person don't learn that.
Yeah.
They need
Wow.
to be
Wow.
who they are, and
Mm-hmm.
for them to express an appreciation
Mm-hmm.
is like telling
Mm-hmm.
somebody I love them. Some
Mm-hmm.
people will never tell you that I love you. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that they don't.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that
Wow.
they don't. It's just that they don't know how to do it.
They don't know how to do it. And I see Rebel. Hey, Rebel girl, what's up? She said that's true. Even giving them compliments, they don't know how to
True,
accept it.
absolutely.
Wow. Wow. It's
Because it's
amazing.
foreign. It's foreign.
Wow.
It's something that you have never
Hey,
experienced.
Omar. Morning, morning. Wow.
Mr. Wilshire,
This is Omar that was on
like
the program the other night. Oh
I
my
think
God. Good morning,
I want to say
brother
no, Minister
Omar.
Wilshire.
Yes, yes, Wilshire. Oh
Should I be
my,
saying
wow,
Minister
good to
Wilshire?
have you. But yeah, but but even though Chris, even though you say some people may not be able to express it, maybe you're not able to express it verbally, good, but there's some way that you can show
Yeah,
that you appreciate.
yeah,
You can
absolutely.
show some for, I don't know. I think that even, some people, they are not big talkers, but they will do little things to say, okay, baby, I love you, I appreciate you, right? So yeah. But if people, and we talk about it, there are some people who believe that they are entitled and you must do it. And if they come with that kind of attitude in the relationship, then that's definitely a red flag, right? So if so for instance, the man takes out the garbage, good, and you feel say, yo, why you must do that? Are you fi take out the garbage? Like, what you think say you know fi take out the garbage? That kind of attitude, then that's definitely a red flag. But you can see sometimes even a smile. If somebody smiles when you do something, just to look on their face, the whole body language and facial expression, that can be an indication of appreciation. And even what they do, you talk about it yesterday, relationships should be reciprocal. Good. Then if you are getting that level of your partner being reciprocal, and they're giving back, they're not just taking from you, then you know that your partner appreciates the things that you have been doing, right? So
Definitely.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I totally.
we're gonna wrap up this session now, Chris. So final statement, because I'm going into work today physically. That started for me yesterday. I had to go to work yesterday. So I'm going into school. I'm going to be meeting my students today. I will be teaching in the physical classroom as of today.
Okay. Okay. So I'm happy
Yeah.
to know full stop there because when they say I will be teaching, so just like you were not teaching before.
Yeah, I was teaching before, but we were doing virtual classes. So we're going back to face as of today. So
Okay.
definitely I need to yeah, you are so late, Rebel. We start at 8:30. Rebel, where are you? Are you in Jamaica? Where are you? Because I if you're in Jamaica, I'm 1 hour ahead of you. I don't know where you are, but if you're in Jamaica, I'm 1 hour ahead of you. So I come on at 8:30 8:30 in the morning. But I was kind of
Same
late this
standard
morning.
time.
I was late this morning. I came on at 8:50 this morning, right? So I have to go now make my rotis, guys, because I'm doing Christopher, I'm making roti and curried chicken for my lunch today. So I
My
made my
God.
dough already. Okay, awesome. So I'm 1 hour ahead of you. So I come on like 7:30 your time.
You're
Good.
trying
So
to come to 9:30.
I made the curried chicken already. I did that from last night. I got up already. I made my dough. And for those of you who know how to make roti, guys, you have to make the dough, you put it to relax, and then you cut you divide the dough. Like I have 10 rotis I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be sharing with some people.
Okay.
Chris, you're not getting on, sorry, right? So
Okay. I'm not talking to you because
then I
right now
had
you
to
got anything.
then I rolled them and then I spread the oil and then I rolled them again, and then I'm gonna now roll them and cook them. Yeah, so
I have a grand
I'm
idea.
not Indian, but I love curry. I love curry. My mother is half Indian people, and the only thing I get from her, I don't even know. I don't get nothing from my mother. My half Indian mother. So yeah. So it's roti, guys, roti and curried chicken for lunch today. Yeah, yeah.
So when you're gonna teach me to road?
When I go and teach you to do what?
Okay. Just when you're gonna because you don't want me to go to
I
YouTube
had
to
to
learn
teach
to make
myself
roti.
how to make roti. Like I had to teach myself to do it. I'll take
Red
some
flag.
pictures and post it, and you
Red,
all
red,
see, so you can
red
all
flag.
critique my roti. Red,
Red flag. When a woman
why
don't
red
teach
flag?
when a woman don't teach you to make
Why
roti.
red flag, Chris? Hmm?
When a female don't teach
Why
you to
red
make roti.
flag?
When
Oh, you said me get the eyebrow from my mother? Yeah, me get, I guess, yeah. Yeah, me get the eyebrow and the white liver.
there are days I like to be all alone with Christ, my Lord. I
I
can
can
tell you.
tell him of my troubles, right? So, what you know about white liver, Chris? You're not supposed to know nothing about that. You're a Christian
Don't
and
worry
pastor.
yourself.
You're not supposed to
Father,
know nothing about
Father,
that. Yeah? Yeah.
Father,
Oh
remember my
my
friend
God.
when thou comest in our kingdom.
Yes, exactly. So yeah. So definitely, guys, yeah, yeah. And I have a page called Quarantine Cuisine. I post something funny, but yeah, definitely will share the roti with you guys. Boy, Chris, one of these fine days we're gonna have a cookout and I'll cook some good food. You see, once I have people to eat, guys, I will cook. Like I'll cook the whole place down.
Here,
That's just
just
me.
just so you know,
Yeah, I'll
so
cook
you
the
know,
yeah.
rights are now allowed between the islands. Just so you know, so you have no excuse. You can't tell me about no lockdown now.
No
Rights are allowed.
lockdown.
So
But
you,
I realize they still have restriction on inter island travels.
no, no. I
Yes,
just read
they
the thing.
do. You didn't listen to the thing the other day? They do. You
Well,
can't
based on
travel
what I
like that.
read,
You have to get permission to just move to another island right now.
no, it
Yeah.
says if you're going to travel, you
Mm-hmm.
need to. Oh no, no. Um,
Yeah, actually, they didn't lift the
no,
ban.
that's what I'm trying to remember what I read, but I'm sure what I read what says that you have to do like when you're boarding the airplane, you know the
Mm-hmm.
normal procedures and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and it starts from the 12 and the 14, which is
The
today.
fourth. Oh well,
Today's
I
the
don't
14.
know. But
Yeah.
I'm sure the only thing they did was move the curfew time, and they still have a ban on inter-island travels. They do.
It,
Like if it's
and
not an emergency travel or if you don't get permission, they're not allowing you to do it. So you can't just decide to take a trip to say, okay, I'm just going to Provo to just
maybe,
relax on the beach.
oh, maybe something like that.
Yeah, and I need to come there soon because I need to um
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
need to take a trip soon. But I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah. Before the
Definitely.
year is over, next year.
Yeah. Before December, I may have to take a trip. Yeah,
Ah,
possibly. I may have to. But anyway, guys, I have to run out of here now. Have to run out of here. Let me go done my road to them and ting. I'll send you all
I'm
some
going to my church.
pictures. Woo! I can't wait. I can't wait to have my roti,
You try
guys.
when
And I like them warm.
you try to call me when you
Yeah.
start the roti because I'm gonna make roti also. But you
Yeah,
gonna
but
teach me.
I met the dough already, the dough make already.
Oh,
So the only thing
oh,
I have to do is just roll and cook now. That's all I have to do. Just roll and put them in the pan, right? And cook. I need to get one of them heavy. I don't even know what them call the thing where you use to make roti pan. Look for me,
pressure.
black somebody has sit down and talk about roti people, right? But me love,
Half
me tell you
Indian
something,
and
me
half,
love roti. Me
but
love
you're what?
roti.
You're half
Eh?
Indian and
They
you're
say me
Igbo,
half Indian.
and
Yeah.
then you have white liver. So if you have white liver, then it's not you.
Why did I say that?
Oh
Why
my
did I?
God!
Listen, me take that back. Me take it back. Me don't liver red like blood. Me don't know. Me take it back. Or whatever color liver be. No, 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 no. Me take that back. I take it back, Chris. In the name of Jesus, I take that
That
back. And
Joe Biden or Donald Trump? Is that Joe
none of
Biden
the
or
above.
Donald Trump?
None of the above. None of the
Fake,
above. None
fake
of the
news.
above. I ain't going down that politics lane with you. My word.
No, no, no. We're gonna
Mm.
talk about that. We're gonna talk about part. What's her name? Queen, the Queen, Beauty Queen, Anna, Lisa, and
Oh
Mark.
Jesus. But I didn't realize it was only two people running for PNP. Like seriously?
Yeah. So we
Listen,
talk about
guys, we
Anna.
need to come at Jamaica, come run for the PNP president. Like I need to.
I
Like
tell you,
I
it's only,
I
it's
need
only
to.
you who probably get me to switch. Not true.
Not true. I see all I wear the shirt. They look there. Y'all I wear the colors this morning. My God.
Artlin, the name of
Hmm.
my company. The name of my company, not the name of the
Oh my word.
politician.
But anyway, Chris, guys, I have to run out of here. We can't
Uh,
stay 1 more minute. So you all take
Catch
good
you later.
care. Walk good. See you all tomorrow, guys. Much
All right.
blessings. Peace.
All
We're
right.
out.
Mm.
End broadcast.